Good morning. Tuesday's trainer's tip is brought to us by Emma Randalls, and she asked about how we go about teaching a horse to pony. It's a good question. It's really important that your horse learns how to come to pressure. When he feels the pressure on him, he should move forward instead of pulling back. Sometimes we'll start with him ponying, and sometimes we start with him on the ground. It kind of just depends on the situation, but I love having a good solid pony horse that I can work with. It's a lot safer up here sometimes than it is on the ground. So, basically I would start with, like I do with anything else, first of all, I'd be in the round pen. That way, if they get loose from me or something happens, I can let them go. I can always go back and catch them later. But what I start off doing is asking for a little bit of movement out of this horse, and as he moves forward, I'll give him a little bit of a break, just like if I was teaching him how to lead from the ground. So he gives me a little bit of, he comes to the pressure a little bit, I give him a little bit of a release. I'll usually start off facing to the right here just a little bit, because I'm turning to the right, because I don't want him to go around behind me. You want to be really careful about that. If he gets around behind you, you get tangled up in the rope. So start off with your rope fairly short. You can take a dolly if you feel comfortable doing that. Just make sure that you can get out of this rope if you have to. Don't get tied on hard and fast. All right. So if I make a turn to the left, I want to be careful that my ponied horse stays behind me. Doesn't get around the back side of my horse and get on the left side of me over there. So same thing, I'll ask him to come to pressure. Pretty soon they start getting the idea that it's not a bad place to be behind this pony horse. And they kind of like being with them. It's comfortable for most horses to be next to another horse. They kind of get it. It's a really great way of getting your horse used to you being up above them too. On a young colt, we're up above him, so he gets used to the idea that we might be up there on his back and riding him. So that's Tuesday's trainer's tip. If you have any other questions this week, just shout them out and we'll try and get to your question when we can. Thank you and have a great week.